What's up, everybody? We're going to play Connections for Saturday, February 22. Yesterday was a real struggle, and it looked like the solve rate was only 50%. Not for my viewers, but just, worldwide, I guess. All right, what do we got here today? We've got Yankee Doodle, Glitter Goose, Rod Curl Crimp, Glue Tease, Celtic or Celtic. Here in Boston, we love our Boston Celtics, but of course the correct pronunciation really is Celtic. Parachute Paper, Feather, Macaroni, Canadian, and Packer. Okay. You have to be a little careful. You've got Yankees, Packers, the Canadians, the Montreal Canadiens. You've also got some guy who I like to call the hyper competitive Canadian, and Celtic or Celtic. The reason I pick these is just that they are professional teams, sports teams, but I don't know what else they would have in common. Right? You've got the New York Yankees, the Boston Celtics, the Green Bay Packers, and the Montreal Canadiens. It's funny, they represent each of the four major sports, right? Canadians for hockey, Packers for football, Yankees for baseball, and Celtics for basketball. But let's be careful. If, let's be careful about that. Then you also have this Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Holy cow, I can't believe I remembered that. That's interesting. So now Yankee is kind of torn between two categories. It could be the sports category, or it could be the Yankee Doodle song. Glue, okay. You can crimp something together. You could glue it together. I don't see any other ways to assemble something or put it together. Curling is another sport popular in Canada. You could tease your hair. You could curl your hair. You could put glitter on your hair, sort of. And we have to be careful. This could be a fake category. Although I really don't know what you would do with the macaroni. And then we got parachute. I didn't even think about that. That's a very unusual word. Parachute. Oh my goodness, is that a new sport that they've come out with that I should be aware of? Parachuting? Then this is going to be tricky. Because then what on earth are you going to do with the Canadians? Montreal Canadiens. Do you know what I mean? What on earth are you going to do with the Canadians? The Montreal Canadien. Je suis Canadien. I'm Canadian. What are you going to do with that? Wow, this is tricky. And I'm not ready to commit to this. That spelling on Canadian has got to be, I really feel like that has to go with the Montreal Canadiens. If that's the case, then you have to revisit the the Celtics, and the Yankees. Nothing else is a major sports team. And then I'm getting images with this feather macaroni and glitter of like stuff that you could stuff that you could like attach to make like a little art project in school. Do you guys remember? Like you would glue macaroni, glitter, and feathers. That just it feels a little weird, but I'm just having little flashbacks when I was younger. But then what would you put that with? Would you put it with paper or glue? And then this parachute is insane. Parachute. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. It's such a nice visual. Let's think about this. So let's suppose that I'm right about the glitter, macaroni, and feather. It would, I guess, it would either go with paper or glue, if that's correct. And then I feel like you've got some hair terms. You could tease your hair. Put it in a tease, put it in a curl, put it in a. Oh my goodness, we've got some work here, guys. This is gonna be a tough one. It's just I would love to do Yankee Doodle because they've done that before, right? They've done like literally all the words that just go into the little poem or quote or whatever. But I don't see how any way that you could put these. I really don't. Let's give it a shot. Are these sports teams? Okay, this probably goes down as the longest category ever, and this is yellow. Holy cow, we've got some work in store. Member of a team with the most championships in their respective sports. Okay, that is the defining element. So I think we'll take half credit there. I think the fact that that we named them as sports teams is great. And I was thinking, well, what would be the common element? I wasn't thinking about the most championships. It makes perfect sense, though. And I'm happy. Isn't that cool, man? I am so proud that as a Bostonian, I can say that we Celtics have the most for basketball. Now, that's interesting. So the Packers have the most. Whoa, really? Is that true? It's not the Patriots now? Because Brady won 6 Super Bowls, but I guess you have to go back to the Lombardi era. I think he did win a ton of Super Bowls for the Packers. I know for sure the Yankees and the Canadians. That's very interesting. Well, there you have it. That's awesome. Really, I like that category. And by the way, I do want to tell you guys I appreciate your feedback. I guess in retrospect, that purple from yesterday wasn't, it wasn't that bad. And it's not that I was bitter about not getting it. It's just like, whoa, what? But yeah, now that I think about it, you can't pick up, like a righty's golf. If you're lefty, you can't pick up a righty's golf club and vice versa and really be able to use it effectively. So I get that. All right, here's the issue. I was hoping that would have been purple, but it's actually yellow. Okay, so here's the deal, though. It sort of helps because now we don't have to worry about Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yeah. Unless this feather, macaroni, and glitter go together as things that you could, do for an art project, for a crafts project. Oh, there you go. Like crafts. Used for crafts. So here's the thing. Then you would want. Ugh, feather, macaroni, and glitter. These are like craft, like, right, guys? If you go into like the hobby store and you go looking for different crafts, like you can have the feathers, the macaroni, and the glitter. Oh, I almost thought I had something. Are you ready? Oh no, I don't know if it's gonna work. Guys, do you remember Top Gun? I'm talking about the original from 1986. It makes me think about that super sad scene where Goose and Maverick were flying, and Goose's parachute, I don't think it deployed properly, and he ended up hitting. When he was ejected, he ended up hitting at full force. I don't know what you call it, but the top part of the plane that would come down to keep them sealed up. So Goose parachute, but it just doesn't work. No, it just doesn't work. But that's weird, right? Let me know if any of you thought about that. But there's no way it works. So that means we're still with this glitter, macaroni, and feather. For arts and crafts, used for arts and crafts projects. So one thing I could do is I could burn a gas. I could stick it with glue, and then I could stick it with paper. And burn a gas that way, but I would prefer not to. Like, I mean, I could, see myself having a terrible time with the remaining 8, and I'd love to be able to, at least if I need to, use my strategy. This doodle is kind of bugging me too. Because do you use doodle? Is there something called like a doodle that you would use for an art project? All right, let's just. I mean, I don't want to take forever here, but like, let's just see if that were true. I mean, it doesn't look bad used for an art project, but the thing is crimp, curl, tease, paper goose rod. Wow. I just don't see anything what I can do with those remaining 8 if this were even correct. Paper, you can paper over something. You can paper over something. I haven't even thought about phrases. glitter bomb, silly goose, paper tiger, curl, curling iron, well, we got to try something. Are these used for an arts and craft project? One away. Shoot. So, okay. Oh boy. I still have two guesses left. That's good. So feather macaroni glitter with glue one away, and then with paper one away. You could remove the feather and you could go with glue. Paper, macaroni, glitter, and glue. Could that be used for an art project? Okay. Okay, good. And I'm happy that I still have two guesses left. Alrighty. What am I going to do here? I still feel like that it could be like hair related words. You could crimp, but I've never heard of crimp in your hair. Crimp, tease, feather, curl. Che- oh, cheese. Cheese doodles, cheese curls, cheese rods. Shoot. I think we got something, guys. Cheese doodles, cheese curls, cheese rods. Yeah. Darn it, though. It's like cheese doodles, cheese curls, cheese rods, forms that cheese can come in. But a doodle, cheese doodles, yep. Crimps, feathers, parachutes, teases, or goose. Ouch. And I just don't really, I think that's it. This is going to be a tough one for today. Wow. But cheese goose, cheese parachute, cheese feather cheese. Let's suppose it was feather. That seems like the best of the 5. Then you'd have crimp, tease, goose, and parachute. What? Crimp, tease. Funny thing is, I thinking back to the hair related, you could, I don't know if it makes sense that you could crimp the hair, tease the hair, feather the hair, and I could almost imagine like a parachute for your hair. So, goose. Oh, shoot. Rod, curl, doodle. Feather. Now. Okay, so it was volume and golden. So that's why I was messed up. That's the problem. It was a golden parachute, a golden rod. Oh no. So I didn't really have a chance of getting that. So the streak is gone. But you know what, guys? I think it's great to not always just be so glued to a streak, because the bigger the streak, like just imagine it gets to like 400, 500, which would never happen for me. Like I can understand that. Like there'd be that temptation to like put a cut in the video and be like, ah, shoot, you know what I mean? And look something up. I've never done that. You guys know, we play honest, we play above board. Like Doug, for example, I know he's like 1,000,000,000% honest. You can just feel it. And so I guess my point is that I'm glad that it was like a good streak. I saw the percentage drop down to 94, but like, yeah, I feel good just to be, honest and not put cuts in the video. Ironically, of course, I did have a cut in yesterday's video, and yes, I did solve it, but that was just to take a phone call. And you even saw me pick it up. But, well, there you have it, guys. That just was a tough one. I knew that was going to be a backbreaker because of just the yellow alone. Like that took a lot of work just to determine, well, where does Yankee go? So that's unfortunate. I wish I had gotten a little bit deeper in the puzzle and still had all my guesses left. I think that the little trick that I have would have helped. But that's too bad. It was not cheese. It was golden doodle, golden goose, the golden parachute. I forgot that they've had that before, and the golden rod. So I was right about the hair though. You can crimp it. So the problem is that stupid curl got me because I was thinking of cheese curls. So you can crimp it, you can curl it, you can feather it, and you can tease it. Yeah, that was a tough one. That was really tough. And the supplies for macaroni are. But there you go, guys. So we failed. We will have to reset back down. We didn't get to our maximum streak of 79. And the winning percentage did drop down to 94. But that's okay. 94, 95 is not bad. It makes it fun. I think if you see somebody just like winning every single day, it can, it's kind of interesting to hear their thought process. That's great and everything. But, I think there's just an added element of excitement to know that, that the person could potentially fail as we did today. Well, there you have it, guys. Again, I'm not bitter at all. I'm very happy. I think we hit like 52 or 53 days. And hope you enjoyed the struggle. It just didn't work out. I did my best, but we'll have to start up from zero tomorrow. But we held it for, yeah, almost 2 months. That's not bad. Hope you enjoyed, guys. And of course, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of connections.